Milk chocolate, dark chocolate, or white chocolate? Um, Definitely not milk. I don't like milk chocolate. I like dark chocolate, but it can't be like too much cocoa. It has to like have um at least a bit of sweetness to it. Nuts or no? I hate textures of nuts, so no, no nuts. Absolutely no to the nuts. You go ahead and pull Krita up here. Says the straight man. You're not wrong. Okay, I'm getting things set up here, chat. Let's see. Where Krita? Here we go. Hopefully that captures. Probably need to readjust it a little bit. Next confession, okay. New canvas. I'm just gonna make this like 1280 by 720 or something for my canvas. And first thing I'm gonna remember to do is actually put layers because I have drawn on the background layer too many times. Sun or moon? I would definitely have to say moon. I'm more of a night guy. Heck, this is Krita or Krita. I don't know how you pronounce it. Let's see here. Let me just make my canvas a little bit bigger. I can move it around. I can rotate it. I can zoom in. Right now it's just blank, of course, but I need to get it kind of straight there. Gonna send food pictures. I could draw food, maybe. I don't know. Draw a cheeseburger. But let's see. Uh, a new paint layer. I'm gonna draw on that paint layer. I don't know what to draw yet, so we're just gonna do some silly doodles or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. It's just a house or an angry house. I don't know. I don't know. Just doodling. Pick an object in your vicinity and try to draw it. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Let's see here. gonna be really bad starting out. I should have grabbed it so I can see better. I'm gonna undo that because it's just so bad. Let me see. Let's see if I can draw a PlayStation controller. I picked it up. This looks bad. I know this looks bad. I know I'm gonna add my Wizzy hair colors. That'd be interesting. Here, I can draw like ancient runes. Do you guys remember this thing? We would draw that on our notebook all the time. And I would do like tessellation with it too. I'd go like sideways like this. Maybe just go like get all kind of weird knots. I don't know. Make it a hammer. It's a hammer. Yeah, I saw the video about the origin of it. Nobody really knows. A lot of people think that it had started out like from a clothing brand or something, but nobody really knows. Like I think the oldest recorded origin of it was like in a prison or something. Just practicing my my drawing with this tablet. Older than that, I think it wasn't it like the part of the video said like it was in old English or something in some book. I don't remember exactly. I don't know. Gonna draw my glasses. The advantage of like having myself on the screen is like I can actually just kind of draw a little bit. That looks bad. No, undo. Yeah, get the wheel off. I was playing around with this program and I couldn't figure out at one point the wheel was like overwriting. I needed I know what my posture's like out of whack or something, so it's kind of affecting me a bit. I'm not really drawing with intent. I'm just kind of rough sketching at the moment. You can see when I draw with intent, like especially when I do things that are from muscle memory, like Dragon Ball characters. I can just do this. This is what I drew the most in high school. It was a furrowed brow was one of the hallmarks. Then you just do the eyebrow, a little bit of another eyebrow, like that. Little boxy eyes, eyes, pupils, things like that. A little bit of curly Q inside the ears. I know it's a little bit deformed, but I'm just fucking around here. This feels so different to me because like I'm used to having to really squeeze the mouse really hard. Only reason I really held off on getting a tablet is because I didn't know they were so cheap. Or at least, just something basic to allow me. Hmm. I would never do that one over. I know I'm just doodling here. Not even really fucking with layers too much. Should have made that larger. There we go. Do 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 do. What's the draw? How about a cheeseburger? Oh wait, I gotta put it on the pen, of course. Got your bun, you've got your lettuce. Big frickin' burger. Big cheese. I guess this will make more sense when I put color into it. Let's see over here. Fill bucket. Buns. I like big buns and I cannot lie. I got another hamburger you can't deny. I don't know. It's being a goober. Burger. The yellow for the cheese. Why is this funky ass yellow? What the fuck? Okay, that's like cheese yellow. You like a darker green for the lettuce. There you go. Simple ass hamburger. I know I'm not painting on different layers and I really should, but I'm just fucking around. This is just a warm up. I'm sorry, but this song is trash. Whatever it is, I do not like it. Oh, I forgot my thing. I need to get my thing out. It makes more sense that way. The item. Where is that damn thing? Here. Tablet. I don't want it to pin to my. Okay, VTube Studio. Stay weird. Try that again. Where'd it go? Tablet. Do not pin. Alright, here we go. God, that was some jank. There, that's a little bit better. Now I have a tablet. But I don't really know what I'm drawing. I would I want to. You know what I want to do? I want to try drawing myself in some different outfits. Because like I feel like one of the reasons why I haven't grown a whole lot or as fast as I should is that I'm rocking this just this black outfit. I would like to have something more wizardly. So let me do a new one. I don't know what dimensions to make this. I think 1080 is probably going to be too large. So, I don't know, 800 by 600, I guess. I don't want it to be too large. I'm talking about the canvas size. Right. We've got it rotated a bit. Add a paint layer. I'm going to add a few paint layers. I would start with the lining, of course. If I need to move the layer around and like use that way to color, I will, but the way I kind of understand layers is that you want your line layer to be on top, but so that you can color under the lines, not be like drawing over the lines. I of course could be totally wrong, but yeah. Let me see here. I want to actually kind of get a little bit of a reference for myself here. Not that I really need it per se, because I'm like already on the screen, but it would be nice to have. Um, where was that damn thing for reference image? It's been a while. That's transform. Oh, I think it was on the layers. Tools. Import as a layer. I don't really want to do that. Oh right, it was this thing right here. I think I could just paste it that way. Hold on, let me grab my stuff here. Where the fuck did I put it? Where is my reference? Okay, I'm just gonna copy it off Discord. Screw it. Da, 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 da. Copy image. Paste as reference image. Uh, that way down in size. There. So that's gonna be just kind of over there. My reference. I don't know though. Let's see. I'm thinking too hard. I know it. My best art just comes naturally and not referencing too much, but I don't want to mess things up. So I'm just being careful. Okay, my zoom needs to be 100% so I can get perspective here because I don't want this to be too big. Hmm. Okay, we're gonna start with that, but I'm gonna take my hat off. So my main purpose that I want with this piece, at least in my mind, is I want something different. I want a different outfit or something. Even if it's just a rough sketch or something have you. Um, just start off with proportions. Okay, I need to use black, not green. That would be that's not great. There we go. I'm just getting like the rough lining first. That's kind of off. I know my nose isn't like perfect, but the, since my 2D model is based off of a 3D model, uh, that's what my mom art mama Sarah did with my nose. So and I like it. It's cute. So it's got like shading. It kind of looks a little 3D. But let's see. I'm just kind of practicing drawing myself a bit. Undo. Let me move this reference image over a little bit. Maybe I should be. Do you think I should use a brush or a line? 'Cause I can use lining. It's a little bit more straight that way. Now, I can just touch it up. It doesn't have to be perfect. Crap. Wait, why is it? Okay. The brush size changed on me. Forgot. A little bit off. I just realized I'm stretching my neck way too weird. And I know initially I'm going to be way too critical of myself, so it happens. I think I shouldn't have done Osu before drawing. Feel I'm stretching my hands a bit. Ow. Eek. Undo. I want to do a straight line here because it's kind of stressing me out a bit. Okay. A little bit blocky, but it works. I'm going to move it around a little bit. Get some practice with this so I can see better. Yeah. So just some basics and lining there. But just try and hold up. Brush. Need a bigger brush. Not too big. All right. Clean that up a little bit. It was just kind of a rough pen stroke there. I know that this line is like not perpendicular. A bit more solid there. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect. I kind of want it to, just be a rough sketch or whatever, because really my purpose is, yes, I'm drawing myself, but I also want to sort of use this as a template for like future ideas, like possibly a new outfit in a 2.0 or something. I don't know, because I'm gonna have a 2.0. It's just probably gonna be a while. Like I've held off on a lot of the stuff that I could do, mainly because like one, I didn't know if I was gonna be successful in streaming, and two, I didn't know if people were going to be watching me, or anybody would care, or anybody would show up. But everybody's here, and I appreciate you all. Hmm. This line may not be going out far enough, I feel. That needs to be bigger. That needs to be much larger. I'm also having to get used to like having a pad that has sensitivity on it. So like the harder I press, the more it draws. So that's a new concept to me. So this is practice and plans. If it goes too far out, then it looks weird though. Trying to keep it symmetrical. I feel that that's a little better. That gives me room to draw the hair here a bit. But I want to change the brush size. Something smaller. Maybe I would go with lines because it's really straight. It's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's if anything, it's just stylized. Let's see. It's gonna be adjacent, of course. Ah, shit. Oh, I did a thing. Undo. I think it looks okay. I'm not gonna be like overly critical of myself. I'm gonna tell myself that. I'm gonna erase there. Straighten up these lines a bit. They're bugging the shit out of me. Hmm. Edit. Undo. So my hand is like shaky when I'm going to the left. It's fine to going to the right. Maybe it's just I'm holding my tablet. Oh, I may adjust my posture too. It's nice that this tablet has like an undo button. So I literally just press a button on the tablet. Boom, gone. Fix my mistake. It's looking pretty nice. Could do with a little bit of touch up, but yeah, it's just rough lining there. Oh, I was trying to erase. I need to get closer. Now I can see a little bit better the definition of the line. I'm learning, chat. I'm slowly learning. And if you have fan art of me, feel free to draw it too. Just keep it say so. Unless I give you permission. Also, I think it goes without saying, because of the industry that I'm in and everything, that I will not accept any kind of fan art that is generated by AI, um, for multiple reasons. You can use AI art on your own. That's your personal decision, but no AI art of my OC. I'm just gonna stand my ground on that. Like, it's not my business whether or not you use AI art, and I know that's kind of a weird stance to take about it, but I can't stop people from using something that's on the internet. It's a computer thing. It, it is what it is. Like, but I'm just saying, like, if you use that's totally on you. Like, I'm not trying to be like political or anything. I'm just trying to say that I don't want it of my character. If that makes any sense. Like I think this is looking okay. Get the real definition of the lines in there. I drew this thing and I put it on my Discord. Um it was just me trying to do like a drawing of myself, but I feel like it can be so much more accurate with using a drawing tablet now. I'm gonna center that a bit. I want to fix some of this lining here. It needs to be a higher size. What did I just control Z, damn it. Redo. Okay. This is where I want to zoom in a little. Okay, that's control Z. I was getting my buttons mixed up. This is the line, so well, shit. Undo. Here we go. Resize. Touch up the definition of those lines here. Oh, I see. I'm starting to notice how the pressure thing works. So like depending on how much you press determines like how many pixels wide it is. It's actually pretty damn awesome. Shit. Hit undo. Yeah, I don't need to keep readjusting the brush size now that I think about it. I just need to learn to work with pressure. We need to work under pressure. There we go. Base. Moving this around a bit. I know I'm gonna obsess about these lines. Be either too big or too small. Probably shouldn't have too many things on one layer. I've never had this kind of precision before. We got the root point here. How do you think it's looking so far, chat? I think it looks pretty decent. So I think it's a nice first attempt there. But this could be shaped up a little more though. Hmm. Right. This small little curvy. This angle is wrong. This kind of connects up like that. Hmm. I'll probably draw like the irises on a different layer. I know I've been drawing all the lines on the same layer right now. It's probably not the best practice, but I'm just getting used to things. Hmm. Symmetry here. I already drew some lore stuff, like world building stuff for my character, which is it's already incorporated into the intro screen. That's how some of that came to be. There's a Space Wizard's Tower. It's a castle that would exist within the game that I got sucked into. So if you like lore, I like writing lore. Like I said, this little drawing sketch thing here is not meant to be perfect. It's mainly just to give me a basis on to draw another outfit, which is like the phase after I complete the head. Now for the galaxy texture, it's a little bit more complicated because I technically what I have to do with that is I have to put that on top of the line and then erase part of it. Hmm. I may have made the hair a little flat. Maybe it's his bed head or hat head. I don't know. I can't be overly critical of myself, otherwise I'll be here all night. Guess I have a pretty long neck. Not IRL. Not that I know of, anyways. Nobody told me. Maybe I should use lining tool for this. I don't think I should do freehand on this here. I think. What the hell just happened? Ah! Everything went full screen, chat. Alt enter. No! What is happening? Shit. I pressed a key. I don't know what it was. I can't get out of this. Okay, I can still draw. Okay. I can't click on that. Okay. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Um, I clicked something in the menu and now everything's full screen. There's no menu bar. Yes, I'm gonna save. As I'm not done yet. I'm just gonna reboot Krita. Sketch 2. Not really worried about the first one because it was just fucking around. What the hell are you doing, Krita? F12, 11, da, da. Ah! That's brush editor. Help! I'm trapped. I'm trapped in the art program. Let's see. Google. Krita stuck in full screen. Press the tab key. Control Shift F. I don't know. Alt Enter? Okay. I'm kinda not in full screen now. Can I just quit Krita and fix this? I've saved my work, so don't worry, chat. Why are you... Window. Workspace. Default? No. Why are you like this? I don't even fucking know what I did. Christ on a cracker, I found it. That was a nightmare. Okay, opening project. Alright, I'm just gonna have to resize things again, chat. Is it back? Now I don't know why it's not pulling up on the stream. Has it not been on the stream this whole time? Okay, let me just try switching scenes because god dang it. Greta, come on. There. Jeez. Okay. Damn. I didn't know it was so complicated. You press a couple of buttons and like boom. You are in full screen mode. You have snack. What snack do you have? And please share with the class. I don't want nuts. You can keep your nuts. I don't want your nuts. Sure, that's not going to get clipped out of context. All right. Where was I? Holy shit. All right. Erase. Eraser. Brush size too large. Well, then I wasn't trying to do that. Undo. Brush this up here. Pecans and cashews. You know, cashews are really the only nut I like. I only like cashews. Out of everything else, is too weird. Hmm. This needs to be moved down a little bit. I did that wrong. Undo. I am having fun doing art though. You know me. I've already done a lot of art. I mean, you don't have to share it. I'm fine. I ate something earlier. I think my chin is too pointy. I was hoping we would meet some art friendos or something. People would raid in. If it happens, it happens. That brush is too big. Still too big. Yeah, I have. Yeah, you're an art friendo. Oh yeah, I was talking about like Twitch chat and other streamers. They're streaming art. I think it takes a lot of confidence to stream art because like all of your fuck ups are visibly on display. That's too large. Undo. I think it's too blobby. All right, I said it before. I'm gonna do regular lining here. I know this looks really basic. I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah. Smaller line. So I don't know if you heard me earlier, but the main reason I'm doing it this way is to have a basis for any kind of drawing new outfits. If the proportions aren't quite right, it's fine. I'm just getting used to drawing on my tablet. Whether or not I get better, I don't know. I can always go back and touch up some of the lines and stuff. You have pointers for me later? Okay. The symmetry feels like it's off.
Suddenly, pineapples.
Pineapple. uh, find this. Yeah, I'm not
Suddenly,
great.
pineapples.
I don't feel like I have a great training on human figures and stuff. Hello, Zero. I'm trying to draw a self portrait and draw different outfits or whatever. Oh God, I love this Chrono Trigger remix. This is banger. This takes me back. I got a tablet today, so I've been fucking around with Osu and just drawing. Now see, now the neck looks too fat there. Something ain't right. I should have left it where it was. That seems more symmetrical. If just well, maybe the angle's a little bit off. No hat. Hi, Ari. I might just keep it that way. Undo. Let me zoom in. Enhance. There we go. Feel a little more comfortable. I can see better. Okay, it made the line a little thicker. Make it a little bit more natural. This is just a template. This is a basis for me to draw new things. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Did you know that my eyes kind of have diamonds in them? I don't know if you notice, but you can look closely. You can see my eyes have diamonds for the pupil. So let's see. I'm gonna try to go with really dark blue. That might be a little too large. You know what? I'm gonna just touch it up. That's a good thing about having a tablet is like I can do these fine touches. Hi Lilith. I'm trying to do self portrait. So it's just like chill vibes and drawing here tonight. It's okay to do too much in the beginning. We'll just shape it up. Hmm. I was thinking about it. Did I put this on a different layer? Let's see. Okay. I think the coloring should be on a different layer. Which means I have to redo that. I have an undo button on my tablet, so it makes things a step backwards easier. Good workflow, you know. Okay, so this layer. It's a good idea to name your layers too, so you just don't have paper layer 1, 2, 3, 4 outline. I line. New paint layer. want to draw that there, I think. Just curious how that would turn out there. It's not, I don't think it's overwriting the outlines. I could be doing this all wrong. Oh, hell yeah. I don't know what this song is, but it rocks. Highway Bullet. Now, this is where things are going to get tricky because I want the cyan color below that. I'm going to call this iris paint layer. Put a paint layer below it. Eye color. And bro, I'm not trying to select that. It's not quite the right shade. That, but a little lighter. I think it needs to be a brighter shade. Thank you. I don't think I'm doing bad at all. I think I'm doing pretty decently. I knew the day that when I got a tablet, I would be doing pretty damn good. Because I used to draw a lot by hand. I just happened to be in a friend's stream and they were talking about like how they got a cheap drawing tablet. And I looked at him, it's just like, this is $50. Okay. It's not that bad. It's not that expensive. Needs to be a little brighter, I feel. Leave a little bit of room for eye shine. Okay. That's a little bit off the side there. I'm not worried about it as much though, because like I feel like I've got it as far as what I wanted out of that. Hmm. Fox is still in chat as far as I know. Hmm. This is some kick-ass shading here. Hmm. I want to zoom out and see how this looks now. I know what's wrong with it. That eyebrow is flattened too much. So I need to go back to my outline layer, draw on it a little bit. Oh, say undo. A little bit smaller. I don't know, maybe see undo. Just needs a little bit more definition, just a tiny amount. Chat. Freaking Scuffy tracking. Sometimes you'll see my model do this weird little duck thing. I think it's just the camera lost focus. This bothers me a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and adjust. Sometimes when I start lining and stuff, I just do things roughly and then I make adjustments. I love drawing. I really have not done it enough. Now it's too thick. We'll make adjustments. Hmm. I think it's too straight. It doesn't look natural. There, it needs like a little curvature there. A little dip for the bridge. Out. Don't want that. Hmm. A little bit of a curve here. I kind of want to make a little bit of a face adjustment because I think it's a little bit off center. Let's see, where is that damn tool at? Here. It looks, it looks funny. Why the long face? Okay. Well, if it's too high, then it looks like my chin is fucking Jay Leno. Working on some of this lining here. Okay. Select. Deselect. That's not good. Undo. Undo. Whoa. And having to get used to this pressure. I'm just zoning the hell out, Chad. I don't know about you, but I'm having a good time. I'm just zoning the hell out, drawing, doing art. Shit. Messed it up. That looks too smug. I think I had it right the first time. I don't know. I feel like it's way too thick. I feel like I'm drawing to the music. Just gotta even this out a little bit. There we go. For the most part, you're not really gonna notice too much. Hmm. Okay. What about my skin color? Now, I don't know what layer to fill this in on, though. It's either gonna go really good or really bad. Oh, that worked okay. That seems to work fine. He's just a little bit of a shadow there. Honestly, I didn't know what to do for it, so would rather put that as part of like the base. Okay, we're gonna call this one eyeglass skin. Oh, bad. Don't want that. I want to color this in. Oh, shit. Wrong color. Okay, I figured it out, chat. It's not gonna be perfect, but I'm pretty satisfied with the results so far. I'd say it's not terrible. It's pretty decent. Got the skin coloring and everything. Got a little bit of shading here. Got shading on the eyes. Put in my galaxy texture though, which takes a little bit of layer finesse. So I might just do that using the mouse because it's probably gonna be easier that way. Make sure I save my work. I need to hydrate too. It's been a bit. Hmm. How am I gonna do this? We got the outline. I know I'm probably gonna get flack for using layers all incorrectly, but that's just kind of how I've learned how to use digital art. Self-taught, really. The rest is just my own art skill that I've had for years. Okay. Let me see. Image. I'm gonna have to import a layer. Import as paint layer. Stop. Uh, I think this is the file. Hold on. Yeah, things are gonna look funky for a little bit here. But this is kind of how I manipulate things to have the galaxy texture. Let's see here. What was that? Hmm. Okay. My icons kind of got moved around a little bit, so I'm trying to figure out where things are. Here we go. I could rotate. I want to rotate it a little bit, I think. Now here's where things get tricky. Basically, I got to erase all of what doesn't fit. Select. Okay, so I'm going to be using a bigger brush here. So I'm going to get rid of all this crap that doesn't belong. You see how that works. It's nice that I can just use my pen and clean up the rest of it. I didn't mean to right click like that. It was my bad. Oh, a little bit larger than that. Shit. Undo. Undo. Just gotta get the rough outline of my hair stuff. I thought about like commissioning more art, to be honest, but I was wanting to wait till we get closer to 1,000 on Twitch. Or to get 1K. I think that's a pretty significant milestone. We're getting pretty close. We're like 847. I feel so great about this piece here. Just me adapting things. Because this is just the groundwork. Like, the profile of the head is the basis for like the other clothing and stuff. It's the start of things that I want to add or change. When I first made my design, I wasn't really thinking very much. I was just like, just want some kind of magic user or a wizard. This very stereotypical fantasy RPG style wizard. But I instead of just using like regular robes, I chose like modern clothing just to be different. With some minor goth influences and such. Okay, so this part's gonna get a little bit tricky here. Okay, so they work a lot with negative space here to achieve the texture effect of the hair, or the textures from a file. Okay, gonna have to zoom in a little bit more on that. scrub this area here. If you ever see my avatar in VR chat, you'll see that like I have the space textures animated on my avatar. I'm proud of a lot of the work that I put into things, figuring stuff out technically, and adding things onto avatar and stuff. Well, I didn't create like the original asset, but for like spell casting and stuff, but I was the one that had to learn all the extra things to manipulate 3D space and put that onto said avatar. My 2.0 I want to have, I want it to have more outfits. I want it to have more toggles, more outfits. Uh, like things that just make sense. Like, since I game so much, I want to actually have a custom guitar, controller toggle that fits my OC. Can't really see that stuff there, but I'm just making sure I cover my tracks. I have to say, this is one of the best purchases I've made recently. I know there's probably better tablets out there and stuff, and that, I probably could do better on some of my skill stuff, but for what it's worth, I think this looks really nice. It's important to have confidence too, because like you already saw like how many times I doubted myself tonight. Yeah, I'm texturing the hair now. Yeah, I think it's just human nature, really. Our minds do this damn thing to us where it tells us that we're not good enough or we've done something wrong or it's just not the case. Feel like that a combo of teachings from well everywhere, yeah, and anxiety. I feel you on that. I'm so glad I set up shortcuts on my tablet so I can just zoom and do stuff like that. God, having the pressure and just being able to automatically readjust The brush size, it's so great. I've always had this fascination with space. Like, in the whole galaxy, if you really think about it, we're a tiny little speck in the universe. Not even hardly a speck, or a particle. Date idea: take your date to a planetarium. Show them the stars. That's what I did. I like that better that other way. I don't think this is perfect, but I don't think anybody can really tell. Whoa. I got tilted. I don't get very tilted though. I usually pretty chill. You guys have seen me when I play games. Generally, I don't get mad too much. I'm satisfied with this. I think it captures the space. That's just the head. I want to draw other things. I want to use this as a template, so I can like draw clothing, new outfits. Save. Let's save this. PNG. I'll call this Wiz Base. Save. Okay. Yeah, my layers are a mess. I know. I realize that. But I just do it quick and dirty. That's just how I roll. Oh, what was that? I just undid something. Redo. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up a new tab. The open is art base. Okay. I need to erase all that junk over there. Okay, why is that? Okay, the PNG does not have layers. The critter document has layers. So if I just export this as PNG, it's all one thing. It's already compressed. Edit undo. So, in other words, I need to save this as a critter document. Where is the fucking format? Okay. Not sure which one am I on here. I'm gonna close this one. Save as. Did I fuck something up? Can't say this is their critter document anymore for some reason. Critter archival format. I don't fucking know how to. I think I messed something up. I mean, it's not the end of the world or anything, but sketch 2 KRA. Okay, is that what I saved it as? Okay, I saved it. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, chat. I'm doing the best I can. All right, it doesn't matter because that's what I wanted to do. Let's open tablet sketch because that's basically my where I want to start. Okay, so I've got my head as a base, right? So now I can start drawing like clothing and stuff, just like general ideas and design. Um, so that being said, of course I want to add a new paint layer on top of this. This is going to be called clothing. I'll call it clothing 1 just because I want to be able to change things up. Probably be streaming for maybe another 30 minutes or so. I said we would do like 2 hours of Osu and 2 hours of art. Well, here we are, more than 2 hours because I get so perfectionistic with art and drawing. So let's find the clothes in this design here. Outline. I'm going to erase some of this here. I kind of want to make something a little bit more fancy or wizard like. So we go clothing one here. I don't have the right color selected. Just go with black initially because I'm doing outlining for clothing. And this zoom level is really killing my eyes, so I'm gonna frickin' zoom face. All right. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I was thinking about just commissioning it and seeing what they come up with for a new outfit or whatever, but this kind of gives me freedom to just make my own adjustments and things as for the design of what I want. I don't know what this song is. Let's skip it. I'm listening to random stuff that's on my playlist. Honestly, I don't know where I'm going with this. I just know that I wanted something completely different. I'll I'll worry about like the fine details of it when I get it. Am I open to art? Yes. No AI art though. I need to specify that. And I don't really draw lewd stuff either. Be like background or textures. Hmm. Yeah, it's a little iffy, but like I say, I don't really have a problem with people if they use AI for their own personal use or whatever. But like, if you like totally pass it off as, oh, I 100% drew this and stuff, that's just, I don't know, major gray area. And I don't know if you were here earlier when I was talking about like AI art and stuff, and that it's generally frowned upon in the VTuber community to use any form of AI art whatsoever. I mean, I could totally understand if you're just using it for ideas for what to draw up and stuff. That makes sense. So I kind of had this idea of like maybe a little bit of some frilly stuff, some fur or something or another here. I'm not exactly sure. So yeah, something along these lines or something. I just wanted something different. Like, I like this coat, but I've been in it for 2 years. I've been in this black coat for 2 years. I've not changed my design. I think there's so many other VTubers out there who've already gone through like 4 or 5, 6 different redesigns, and I'm just over here in Mr. Goth Black coat. Like I said, very rough sketching in the beginning here. This could be like a winter thing, maybe. I would love to like get some outfit ideas online. I've never been very good at drawing bodies, by the way. So me trying to actually figure out something that is looks like clothing is pretty difficult. This is just like curly fuzz stuff with a cozy worm, cozy worm jacket. So it's basically this is sort of like initially something that I could work with. I would like to have seasonal outfits because I think that's kind of cool. Like we're coming up on the fall slash winter, so I would like to have some kind of outfits that are not just like a warm jacket or whatever. I mean, something that's like more cozy, I guess. It's the best way to put it because I see myself as I use this term lightly, a cozy streamer. Because like the way in the styles of how I do things is like I talk to everybody in chat while I'm playing games and stuff, and I narrate what's happening, and it's just kind of my style how I do things. It's just really relaxed, and one of my friends, Alpha, described me as a lo-fi gamer. Somebody you can come and watch and chill out with. And I've had other people tell me that as well, that they found my streams very relaxing. I'm glad they are. Hmm. So I could do anything with this coat, really. Um, hmm. I would like to have some green and maybe some purple. I want to be bold. Not like crazy green, but just kind of cash money green. It is. And believe me, I would much rather have a chat that I can keep up with. Because I've been in some collabs and things before where people's chat is just scrolling a mile a minute, and it's tough. It's mentally, it's tough. So the way things are as they are right now, even if it gets even more intense, yeah, I'll adapt. But for right now, it's nice and relaxing, and people are just chilling and lurking. That's typically how a small community is, anyways. I've been trying to work a lot on community and doing um, community nights and stuff. Which, by the way, sorry, I forgot tonight. I forgot to be in VC tonight to do that. But anyhow, really, I've been putting that in place on Wednesday and Saturday just to try to get people to be more active within the Discord and the community, because that's what I want. I want people to have a nice place to hang out and chill. And we were just like, oh well, there's so many other places, but I don't know. This is kind of my thing. I have more control over things. There's no drama within my community that I'm aware of. I'd like to keep it that way. And it's just a really good place to be, I feel. People are a lot more active than they used to be. It is, like you say, it is a progression. Let's see. I want to make the outside. Well, I could use a different brush or something. Just kind of color this here a bit. It's cool to see color with pressure sensitivity. I'll probably do more of these. Just drawing different outfits and stuff. I'll try to find some references, and yeah, now that I've got the head base down and done and drawn, I can be more creative as to having designs that are clothing that I want to wear that's just not what my default is. It's something extra. I went for a colored pencil just to kind of give it a fabric look. So I think that people want to see me in different clothes because it's been the way it has been for so long. Yeah, my VR chat avatar has different clothes. That's mainly because that's what I put on my 3D model. And then I can change that up when I feel like it. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, see, I wanted to make something kind of looks like it could loosely be a magic robe or something. That's something a little more wizard-like, more wizardly. Was what I felt like is that maybe my design, at least of my clothes, is a little too plain. I like simplicity though. That's why I went with it. See, I kind of want to go with no, a brown maybe, or a yellow for the fringes. This is just kind of a quick and rough sketch. I spent a lot of time just trying to get the head base looking comfortable to match with what my character looks like. But I could do more art streams just working on like clothing designs and stuff. I have a lot of ideas. The green robe with yellow fringe, gold fringe. This is going to be a complete piece. This is like fully colored. I'm proud of what I've done. I'm way better than I was with that last sketch that I did, which was by mouse only. It wasn't by using my tablet. I do so much better with actual physical art materials. That's what I grew up on. I had an art class in high school. I loved it. I did well. I hadn't made grades, good grades on that. Now what I want to put here? Maybe some purple. Well, I have to say I'm not very great at like drawing clothes, but I think this is a good start. It feels like yes, I'm cozy. I'm actually in this robe that I'm drawing on myself. Okay, for this, I'm not really even bothering with layers too much because one, I'm tired. Two, I want to finish this tonight. Shit. Undo. Easy button. Undo. By the way, these colors do not have any significance whatsoever. I just want to make that clear. These are just colors that I think would be cool on an outfit. They don't have any symbolic meaning whatsoever. Because I know some people like to construe that certain colors mean certain things or whatever. I am just drawing. I'm gonna make a bigger brush size here. Could be here all night. There we go. Why did this song come up again? I don't really like it. I think my playlist is looped now. I'm gonna go on this playlist here. Just some synth wave. God, I've had so much fun today, chat. I'm surprised like how much I've done in such a short amount of time. Probably need to draw some buttons on it or something so it doesn't look just like a vest. I haven't colored in ages, so this is a little therapeutic. Yeah, it looks like actual cloth. A little frilly on the edges. Let's see. I'm gonna make this a little bit darker, maybe. Hmm. Undo these. Make that smaller. Maybe some bright yellow buttons. Or something else. I don't want it to look too weird. Like, yeah, they don't really know a whole lot about textiles and clothing and stuff like that. Like some buttons. I don't know. Too bright. Needs to be something else. Maybe it's just some lavender buttons. Something different. And let's see. Gonna go boop, 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 boop. Edit, undo. Let's see how this turned out. Okay. I like it, but it needs something. I'm not exactly sure what. I think maybe it's the color. Make this a little brighter. Some light purple there. You wonder if I could fill that. Nope, that was a bad idea. I'm being impatient and I'm not using layers like I should. All right. Anyways, just color within the lines. Make it twitch purple. I need to study. I feel like I need to study clothing a little bit. Leave some of those lines for cloth texture. That didn't hit quite right there. You know what? It's okay if I scuff it a little bit. It makes it look more like a piece of cloth. I think this looks alright, chat. I think it looks okay. Now, what I can do Okay, see, I see a problem with that there. My eyes are not painted white. So, we see. Because I would like to be able to just put this on Discord or something. And see how it turns out. But my eyes cannot be like that. Actually have to have white paint there. We could put it on this layer. I don't think it's really going to make much of a difference. As long as it's there. And put it to white. I don't want to fuck things up. So I gotta be careful. I can see that there are some flaws here. I'm almost done, chat. We're gonna be raiding out soon. I'm gonna be almost done for the evening. I will draw some more clothing stuff another time. I'll probably use references on the next art stream as for like clothing and stuff. Okay, I think that's good. I think this is alright. I didn't really use my reference very much, but I had it there in case I needed it. Save as... I'm gonna call this Wiz Royal Robe. Gonna save that. Going to export it, and I will put it on the Discord. If I'd done everything right, I should have transparency and everything. Oh, it should sign my name on it too, I forgot. I'll just put it on the outline layer. That's too big. Smaller. Save as. PNG. I went way down the rabbit hole with this. I went a few more hours than I expected to. Actually, about an hour and a half. It's not that bad. I'll be hopping in Discord after stream. Save. Save. Okay. I'm really happy with my drawing tablet and practicing and drawing stuff. Been a pleasant evening, chat. Thank you all for hanging out. Let's find somebody to raid. Let's see who's on right now. else in Hyrule? We're gonna go say hello to Valrock's Pop. Haven't rated them in a while. Fellow Eldenwood person. I think they may be playing some kind of um, Legend of Zelda thing. Might be a ROM hack or something. Uh, what is this? That's not what I was expecting. Let's see. Let me see who's up here. Time Crisis. Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. Oh, I didn't recognize that person. They've got a different PNG. Alright, I'm gonna raid this person. We're raiding Estrella. They are playing Deep Rock Survivor. Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. So here is our raid message. Copy the first message if you're not subbed. Copy the second one if you are. The second one uses my custom emotes. If you're not already in the Discord, here is a link to our Discord. Yep, we're wrapping up for the evening. I'm probably going to hop in Discord in a few minutes. I completed my art piece. I'm very happy with what I've done. It's like fully colored. Again, take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful evening. Stay hydrated. I will see you on the next stream.